This is Blake Olson from Matt Kiteboarding, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a Darkslide. Check it out! Woo! Today we're going to learn a really fun trick called the Darkslide, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. It's got a cool name and it's a lot of fun. It looks really nice because you're laying out your body, you're dragging the toe side edge of your board through the water, slicing it like butter, and then you're popping back around and landing on your board. So there's quite a few steps to this trick. It's a lot of fun and it's an easy one to practice because your falls won't be too hard. Most of the time you'll just kind of sink into the water on your face, and the goal is to just get as laid out with your chest as close to the water as possible, getting real low to the water and just laying out and making that nice carving turn. So the basic steps for this trick are, number one, you want to have a sufficient amount of power. You don't want to be overpowered or it's just going to rip you off your edge, but you do want to be quite powered. And so you want to be able to ride nice and powered, and hopefully you can have a spot with a little bit of flat water. This trick is really difficult if it's choppy. It's just a bit tricky to get the right timing and pop and have a clean edge through the water. So make sure that you have somewhere with a nice little slick, you're sufficiently powered, and that's what you need in order to start doing this trick. Step number two is to really understand what the kite's doing in the wind window. You send the kite from one edge of the window to the other and then do a down loop. And so step number two is know how to work the window using a down loop. So we've made videos of this in the past, and if you guys go back and watch that, learn how to down loop, and then you can do tricks with a down loop added to it. And so you can do this into either a down loop transition or just a down loop that'll pull you right back through. And you just want to be able to land your tricks and understand how the down loop works, because basically in order to do the Darkslide you need to maximize the wind window, and you can't just fly at a 1/2 of the wind window. You want to send the kite from one side of the window to the other, and then right as you're landing, then down loop it so that it catches you and pulls you right on through. Step number three is learn how to rally with a down loop. So the reason you want to do this is because basically what a Darkslide is you're railing out with your feet behind you and your toe side edge is dragging through the water, and then you're doing a down loop. So before you get into going that low and dragging your board across the water, it's good to just practice with some air. It's a little bit easier when you have more time to think. Just doing a rally, sending your kite over it, doing a down loop to catch you, and that'll get you prepared for doing the Darkslide. As you progress with this trick and you get the rally down with the down loop, practice like pushing down with your toes and getting your board in position so that it's at an angle that would cut through the water. You think of the air as water, and just getting really comfortable in the air before you get low and try and do this really powered carving around through. So step number four for the Darkslide is timing. Timing is the most important part of this entire trick because it all is dependent on your timing and when you release your edge, how hard and high you pop, and the amount you lean forward, and basically the thing that's going to save you is your kite. And knowing when your kite goes from one side of the window to the other and giving yourself enough time to where you can do the Darkslide without it ripping you off your edge. So timing is key, where you want it going from one side of the window to the other, and right as it arcs and starts to go the other way, that's when you want to lean in, drop your shoulder forward, and start your Darkslide and your edge through the water. Say we're going to the right, we're going to go from 1 to 2 o'clock over to 10 o'clock. As it's going right there, you're going to pull in, send it, and right as you send it, that's when you pop. You're going to just have a very light pop. And as you pop, you're just going to kind of point your toes down inward, have that toe side edge drag through the water, and you want to get your feet and your board behind you and your shoulders like over the water. So you want to bring your shoulders down over the water, and that's what gets you in the position to do the Darkslide. If you just pop and put your toes down, your body's going to stay straight. Your board may touch the water, but then it's going to just pull you back up. So the big thing is with timing is knowing where the kite is and when to drop your body forward and get in position for the Darkslide. part of timing is knowing what to do with your body at the right time. So right as you've sent your kite, you've done a light pop, just push down with your back foot and just pull up a little bit with your front foot. You're not gonna try and pop high, because the higher you pop, then you're gonna come off the water and you're gonna have to bring it back down, slide around. So you don't wanna do much of a pop. More of the pop is just pushing down a little bit with your back foot, and then as soon as it's up, then you push down with your toes, lift up with your heels, and you want your toes to be facing straight down like that. That way the edge of your board goes through the water. What really helps me with this trick is to bring your front knee in closer to your chest and then have your back leg out a little bit. That kind of creates like an arrow or a point with your board, and it'll drag mostly around the back side of your board, and you can keep it up with your front leg. Bring your knees to your chest. After you've made this slice through the water and you've done your dark slide, that's when you're gonna pull back in on the bar. So that's another thing that I missed out with the timing, is as your kite is going from one side of the window to the other, you wanna send it and then have it pulled in, not all the way. If you have it pulled in all the way, it's just gonna rip you off your edge. So you wanna get a lot of speed into it as you do this. Send your kite as it's sheeted out and lean in, and keep your bar sheeted out. Unlike most of the tricks you do, you're gonna have it sheeted out as it's going from one side of the window to the other. That's what's gonna give you that lift and speed. All right, so the final step number 5 for this trick, is to make sure that you catch yourself with your kite. So throughout this whole trick, you've sent your kite and you've had it sheeted out, and you've worked your way from one side of the window to the other. Right as you're letting off your edge, that's when you pull in on your bar, and the kite will then down loop. So this is a dark slide with the down loop. So you want to pull in on your bar, have it loop, and that's what's going to lift you off of your edge. You've been sliding on that toe side edge. You down loop, it'll lift you back up. Remember to keep your front knee to your chest so that it'll keep your body and your board contained. Point your board downwind, and right as the kite loops around, it'll pull you around. Just land flat on your board, downwind, and then ride away. All right, well that's it guys. That's how you do dark slide. And if you like these videos, we have them written out for you now. So rather than just hearing my words, you can print them out, take it to the beach with you, and just practice these steps, and don't rush it. Just practice step by step. You can do one step a session, whatever works for you. But all it is getting out there and doing it, and just practicing and going for something that may make you uncomfortable. But just if you understand what you're going in to try and do, and you have these steps in your head, you get them no problem. All it is practice. So, all right guys, well that's it for this week. If you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week.